All right, hello everyone. Here we are, hole number 5. And just going to kind of reset my bag. However, you're going to see that I'm going to put cat on. Now, you want to probably go cat or big dog here. And what that's going to allow you to do is have just a little bit more range for your second shot, make it a little bit more of a guaranteed eagle, putting on these clubs. So let's talk a little bit about this shot here, because this tee shot can be a little bit challenging here. So 12.1, we're going to use pretty much the max value. So 9-ish rings, 9.3 and 9. So we're going to need to go about 9 rings. What I typically do is maybe somewhere around 3 on the top spin. And you can see where I'm trying to land, and we're just going to curl it on top of this. So pretty much aiming for this zone. And right around 9-ish rings right here. Make sure you're not adding any power here. Perfect ball. Substantial amount of curl. I'd say, 80 or 90. And you can see that we just basically put it up here somewhere towards the north half. Now, this is a great view to see. You'll see that this is one of the most uphill holes in the game. So when we talk elevation, this is an exact example, and seeing it from that take shot view, which is essentially like where it rolled up, you can see how uphill it is. The pin's missing, the fairway's missing, the green's missing, everything's missing. So you can't see anything. You can see this is going to be significantly uphill. So we're talking very extreme. So when you use the notebook tool here, you'll see that 15-20% is pretty much going to max you out with elevation. You'll pretty much never need to go beyond that. And the only time you use those values is when it's significantly uphill. So this is going to be somewhere around -15 or -20. And here you'll see we have a side wind. Oh, looks like I pressed the wrong number, 11. So with the 20%, we're looking at 5.3 rings at max. And I am going to try to use max and maybe right around 2 on the backspin. You do want to watch how much you backspin. I'm also not going to get very aggressive here. So you're going to see that I'm going to kind of play it just a little bit cautious. And hopefully even with a 1-ring great ball, we'll still be okay. Now, typically what I'll do is try to curl it around the tree. And you can also see that I'm adding power here. And the biggest reason, when you shoot to an uphill target like this and then move towards lower ground, it might come up short if you don't do that. So that's why you can see that I'm making sure that I add just kind of a fraction of power because it's going to land shorter than the target, especially when I move down to that lower surface, which you can see that where I'm aiming is lower in the rough. So it's really going to cause that ball to come up short there. So that's why I'm adding just that little bit of power. But you can see even with that 5.3 rings and this 20% number, it's very close to too much. Like I probably was maybe even, just a fraction too much. Maybe, a quarter ring or so. So, but you can see that we put ourselves in a nice position here to give ourselves an eagle. Now, I'm just going to forfeit out here. But, good luck with this 5th hole. You'll see that with the Cataclysm, it should give you a very good chance to be able to take advantage of that hole. And don't feel that you need to get quite that aggressive. You can kind of keep your ball guide off towards the right and just play for eagle on that one, because the albatross is 1 in a million. It's a very, very low percentage chance that you're going to be able to get that to run into the pin and drop for an albatross. It's not a hole that you want to get aggressive on, because you don't want to wind up in the sand. So good luck there, guys, and I'll see you on number 6 coming up.